are you?
My notation is... Maestro.
But what are you?
I am... music.
Greetings, fellow geeks, and welcome back to FanGeek'd. I'm Miranda, and I'm joined by my Whovian co-host, Dallas.
Hello, Alons.
It is the third season of the podcast and my 30th episode, I just discovered. Yay me. And we are so excited to be back to talk about some Who after the baby-filled episode that was last week.
Interesting.
So, since we are starting a new era, this episode will be found either on the BBC and BBC iPlayer if you're in the UK, and Disney Plus everywhere else. This episode is the second episode of the season and our second full adventure with this TARDIS team. Yay! So I can't wait to dive into this episode because this was nuts.
Dude, this would have been our roommate's, total dream.
Oh, totally. Oh my god, us in college,
Miriam,
this would have been us in 5 seconds.
Miriam, Cassandra, Alex.
Oh my god,
Rebecca.
all of us. All of us. Oh my god, considering how obsessed we were with Greatest Showman junior year, good lord.
Oh yeah, Kendra.
So
And multiple times going to see Wicked.
Oh yes, of course. How could you not? So shall we dive in?
Yes.
Okay, so as usual, I have the summary from IMDb. It's 2 sentences this time instead of just 1. The Doctor and Ruby meet the Beatles, but discover that the all-powerful Maestro is changing history. London becomes a battleground with the future of humanity at stake.
So are the Beatles going to become warriors?
I don't know.
Ride into battle with swords and shields on galleon steeds?
Are they going to be literal warriors or not?
Yeah, just ride down Abbey Road on steeds.
That would be hilarious.
Horses just trot on that crosswalk.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you ready for some fast facts?
Sure.
All right. So this episode is written, no surprise, by Russell.
Yeah.
And was directed by Ben Chessel.
Don't remember hearing that name before.
And then music, of course, by Murray, because we love him. All right, so this episode will be the first period episode for this TARDIS team and will be 60s theme as well as Beatles focused with lots of hints to Abbey Road Studios in the trailers. I mean, we literally go to the crosswalk. How much more obvious can you be? Yeah, and the studio, because we were literally in it. So this episode will be both on YouTube and in podcast form. The YouTube and now Spotify visuals will I will add additional clips for added visual aid during our episode discussions. I will also hopefully include clips from Unleashed. because they usually add some really good behind-the-scenes stuff, especially if there are any guest stars, giving them a chance to talk about things and talk about their adventures with the show. Especially because this one we'll get to hear from Maestro herself.
It is herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sometimes I get confused.
Just from interviews, she's always I've always heard her refer to herself as her.
Okay.
In recent interviews.
Right.
So
get that right.
That's why I made sure before I said it. But yeah.
Fair point.
So this story was filmed in public in May 2023 during the 4th block of filming for Series 14.
Nice.
This episode is filled with emotional moments, because there are some. Still.
One is in Doctor Who.
Adventure.
Of course.
I mean, come on. A musical number. We got another one. We got another one.
We need more musical numbers.
And looking forward to the future as the show begins the new era. This will also be the 3rd appearance on screen for a familiar face. Can you guess who?
Contemplating.
I will mention her at the end of our review, so stay tuned. Okay. Oh boy. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 guest stars this time around.
Oh boy. Hopefully they all get a good amount of screen time.
Yes, definitely. So, of course, I did mention Shooty and Millie. Yay.
Yay.
Because I gotta include them. Our fabulous TARDIS team. Whoop whoop. So first, we have Jeremy Lim as Timothy Drake. He is known for the death of Stalin, Doctor Who, for this very episode, the Royal Bodyguard, and Harry Enfield and Chums.
Never heard of any of those except for Doctor Who.
I know. Some of these I'm like, okay, that must be very British. Cool.
Yeah, kind of. The only Timothy Drake I know is way outside this realm.
Yes.
I know the only Tim or Timothy Drake I know is this one.
Mm-hmm. Robin.
Well, I think it's like Robin number 4, but
something like that. It's comic books. It's comic books focused.
Yes.
Okay, so next up is Kit Rakusin. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. Who plays Henry Arbinger.
Wow, these are so British names.
Who is known for Foundation, Belfast, The Famous Five, Paw Patrol, and the Midwich Cuckoos.
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for the maestro herself.
Yes.
Miss Jinkx Monsoon.
Okay.
Yes. She is known for winning RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5 and All Stars Season 7.
Good for her.
Oh. Line. I'm Jinkx Monsoon, internationally tolerated drag queen superstar.
She is also known for The Happiest Season, Blame the Hero, and Blue Bloods.
Oh, you said Blue Bloods. I thought you meant
Blue Bloods.
Okay.
Think like Kendra's favorite show, Blue Bloods.
Okay, you go blood. I was thinking True Blood for a minute.
You were thinking vampire.
Yes.
As well as appearing on Broadway. Yes, our girl has graced the Great White Way. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
What was she?
Actually, soon to be 4 times.
Oh, cool.
As Mama Morton in Chicago,
That does not surprise me.
Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors.
Also does not surprise me.
She originated a role in Pirates the Penzance musical and performed on the Tonys like an absolute badass.
And now the gathering clouds show their disapproval, and I can feel the accusing finger of God's spotlight upon me. Oh! God's blue spotlight! The situation stinks. I guess that I'm a Jinkx.
And she just recently announced that she is taking over the role of Mary Todd Lincoln in Oh Mary.
Did not think that would be a show, but okay.
So I'm excited for her. She has been taken off.
But we must also remember Jinkx Monsoon also being a bit of a regular, or trying to become a little bit of a regular in...
Has been and hella.
Yes.
A show that started out small and has now taken on a life of its own.
Well, she's started to make repeat appearances, mostly that I've seen in Helva.
Mm-hmm.
My psychic told me I'd be going somewhere bad on Wednesday. I just thought she meant Baltimore. I didn't think it was hell.
Because that's technically the spin-off of Has Been.
They're technically in the same universe, but like within similar timelines, like around the same timeline, but we don't know like if they're ever going to have a crossover yet.
True.
She kind of teases it every now and again, but we don't know yet.
You never know. All right. Now it's time to get into the Beatles.
You would think with how impactful the Beatles have been, we couldn't get any deeper.
All right. So for the actors who played the Beatles in this episode, this must have been a challenge for the casting team.
Well, not only that, it also seems like the Beatles are
They're
so
icons.
Well, not only icons, but they're kind of vital to Britain's musical history. I mean, granted, they were like the main band for the British invasion, although there were other bands, but that's kind of the more synonymous ones outside of the Rolling Stones.
Yes. So
It
first,
would be cool if they had them too.
Oh, that would be so cool. So first up is Ed White, who played George. Who is known for Maryland, Tar, Man of the Hour, and Hollyoaks.
Wait, is Man of the Hour Netflix?
I believe it is.
Okay, I know what that one is. What that one is. I have been meaning to see it. I hear it's really good and kind of gets into a more personal level of horror outside of the blood and gore, even though it does revolve around a blood and gore. No spoilers yet. I mean, if you already know, then good for you, but I don't want to spoil it any more than because I know the background of it.
Yeah. All right, so next up is George Capel, who played Sir Paul McCartney.
Yes.
He has appeared in Who before. This is not his first time.
Okay.
He last appeared in Who as Alfie in Survivors of the Flux. Which means the last time he was in here was in Doctor Who Flux back in 2021.
Oh, okay. I thought Alfie...
The serial series that was that they filmed during COVID.
Okay, because I was thinking Alfie like the baby.
No, his character was named Alfie, but I think he was like a grown-ass dude. But he is also known for Lethal Love, Tin Star, and Nowhere Fast.
Man, the titles for these things.
It's kind of crazy. All right, next up is Chris Mason, who played John Lennon.
Of course.
Who was known for Broadchurch, Dirty John, Riverdale, and Legend.
Legend or legends?
Legend.
Okay.
Singular.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, so next up is Philip Davies, who played George Harrison, who was known for Doctor Who and Lazy Bones. And then lastly, we have James Hoyles as Ringo Starr, who is known for Doctor Who and Unseen. Yay!
Considering all the jokes people make about Ringo Starr, that's actually the fact that he's in a movie called Unseen or TV show Unseen is actually kind of funny.
That is hilarious. All right. So next up is Josie Sedgwick Davies, who played Cilla Black. Who is another well-known British artist around the same who was around at the same time as the Beatles.
Yeah, you don't hear about her much.
No, not really. The Beatles kind of outshine her.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Okay, what she's known for? Pretty cool. So she is known for Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, The Hound and the Rabbit, and Doctor Who.
Wait, who is she in Dawn and Nugget? Because I did see that one. Did she come back as Ginger?
She could have.
First one, who does she play in Chicken Run?
I know the first thing I saw was Chicken Run, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god! She plays one named Frizzle.
Oh really? That's cool. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Actually, not bad. Okay, I could kind of hear it.
All right. So this one's really cool.
Okay.
So next up is Laura June Hudson, who played the elderly woman that we saw in the window. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's a little historical fact for you. So she is known as an actress for Johnny English Strikes Again, Got to Run, Ecstasy, and Wicked Little Letters. But she's not just an actress. She's also a costume designer.
That's really cool.
So she was a costume designer for lots of productions, including All Creatures Great and Small, All the World's a Stage, and Doctor Who from 1978 to 1981.
So which ones would have been from 78?
I'm going to guess Tom Baker and probably Pete. 4 and 5.
That tracks.
Or 5 and 6. The end of Pete and the beginning of Colin.
Okay, let's see.
And the infamous freaking jacket. So 1978 to 1981.
Okay, so this would have been Tom Baker. He would have been for 7 seasons from 1974 to 1981.
Yep. So she was the end of Baker.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? They brought one of the original costume designers back in.
Little Easter egg.
All right. Here's another Easter egg. I think you can figure out who, of course, had to insert himself into the episode. It's a freaking musical episode. Who do you think's going to insert themselves?
Any musical guy that could insert himself, I would picture are already dead.
I know. The one I'm thinking of is Murray. Of course he inserted himself.
He pulled a Shyamalan.
He did. It's also not the first time he's cameo. It's not the first time he's cameoed. The last time he did it was in Voyage of the Damned.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's composed for the show from 2005 to 2017. He left at the end of Peter.
Aww.
At the end of Peter's run, I think to raise his kids. I think was the message behind that. And then he recently returned in 2023. So he was off for all of Jody's.
He pulled a Rick Moranis.
Mm-hmm. So he's also known for composing It's a Sin, Magpie Murders, Dead Ringers, and Gentleman Jack.
Nice.
Okay. For all my Strictly Come Dancing enthusiasts, yes, a judge and a professional dancer did cameo.
Nice.
They didn't appear till the end of the episode, though, but both Shirley Ballas and Johannes did cameo, which is pretty cool.
And for plebs like me who just enjoyed the dancing, we're all there for you, too.
Yes. Okay. So that's the end of my ginormous list. Now it's time to get into the episode proper. But first, I need to give a spoiler warning.
Obligatory spoiler warning. If you realize that the Beatles were going to be in this episode, that takes place in England, with that, and that this will also take place on Abbey Road and Abbey Studios.
This episode will break down the entirety of Devil's Chord, including the ending. Spoilers ahead. Make sure you watch the show first. Although this did also come out like a year ago, so you're kind of on your own. You're kind of on your own. The spoiler ban got lifted like a hot minute ago. Watch the show first and then join us later.
This is on you. It's like when Devin and I got married and we had the person officiating us saying, you know, the speak now or forever hold your peace part. We had her include, for those who object to this wedding, the hell is wrong with you? You've had these invites for a year. That'd be a dick move to object right now.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I know, we had her include that.
It's like, it's been a year, okay? Jeez.
You had these invites and you waited until now to object?
What the heck is wrong with you, man?
It's like everything's paid for. We can't do anything about it.
Okay. So, compared to last week, we have a cold open again. Yay! It's back! Alright, so this cold open I have titled Pianos and Maestro. I always want to try and say it like Jinkx, and I never can.
Like in the whole accent, or when she's trying to sound more level?
No, it's they call me Maestro, and I'm like, I can never do it.
Okay,
Ever.
I can kind of do the voice that she does in Helva, but I can't do like her standard even talking voice. I can't. I can do her Helva voice, but I can't do her other voice.
Oh, yeah. All right. So the show begins with a single note being played multiple times before we jump to an auditorium where a piano lesson is taking place in 1925.
Why the really big time gaps? This play, I never understood that part, but it's up to them.
So we see the tutor showing the student, who we know as Henry, how music is made. From a note, to a tune, to a melody. So I usually pull from the transcript when I get a good chunk of text.
Yeah.
Or especially if I have good, background info. Where's my dang mouse? So first we have a note. Playing the singular note. Then we have a tune. And then he plays Three Blind Mice, which everyone freaking knows. And then we have a melody, and he starts playing Moonlight Sonata.
I can't do that one.
That one's hard. The tutor is trying to explain the beauty of Moonlight Sonata before turning to see that Henry looks bored.
As a kid would. That is so realistic.
That was me at age 6 during piano lessons. My brother and I very quickly lost interest.
That
after
me
like
during
2 months.
music-
I was
that
like,
me during
why?
Elementary school music class, told to sing certain songs that I wish I may
Didn't have
remembered
to.
just to complain about. Compulsory singing, like how to carry a tune and stuff, like
Oh,
Sister
God.
Act without Whoopi Goldberg.
Am I boring you, Henry? It's
Yes.
just a bit stuffy. Can't you play
Yes.
something more exciting, sir? There is one
one
thing
thing
you might like. It's called the Devil's
Chord.
Chord. Dun dun
Oh,
dun.
Oh, I don't know why, but they always hand over for a lease or something.
Tell me more, sir. It was banned by the church in medieval times,
Yes.
in case it allows the devil to enter the room.
Yes, this is how you get a kid interested. Say it was banned.
Oh, they'll be interested in 2 seconds.
Yes.
Plays singular note, adds another note. Ay. Anyone with perfect pitch, I am sorry. Ouch. Ooh. The chord is a bunch of notes
Technically,
together
it's
to
known
make
as a
an interesting
tritone,
chord,
but,
but when put into a
put it in context
melody,
and,
something strange happens.
The world is going to be under attack.
We suddenly start to hear knocking from inside the piano,
What?
which catches the tutor off guard.
Is someone playing a game?
He stands up to inspect the piano, seeing if someone was playing a prank, only to be startled by the piano lid opening to reveal someone dressed like a piano. Hello, Maestro!
Hello, Jinkx.
Them.
And I love how she immediately enters with, ta-da!
As one who is a RuPaul's Drag Race alum would.
Oh, totally. Henry, get away from him! Them.
Her.
What? Me? What? I'm them, Timothy. You're who? You're who?
Okay, this is just setting up for Doctor right here.
Mm-hmm. And it also kind of sounds like who's on first.
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean, the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. After all, the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find
Well,
out.
don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy.
What's the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I...
We then learn Henry's true identity. He's Maestro's kid.
Oh man, he has to have some kind of a musical name.
And with some magic, we learn his true name. Henry Harbinger.
This needs a better musical name. It works, but it needs a better musical name.
Oh boy. Nice to see you again, kiddo. You know each other? That's my daddy. Don't be ridiculous. You didn't look at my name, sir. Of course I did. It's Henry. What was it? Henry Harbinger. That's it. Harbinger. Think of him as my prelude. And now his song is sung.
I always like that phrase.
We then begin to learn more about Maestro as they begin to enact their plan.
There's always a plan.
Who are you?
My notation,
My notation is Maestro. But what are you? I am music. And you, Mr. Timothy Drake, you're a genius.
Mr. Timothy
Oh,
Drake.
don't be ridiculous.
You're a genius.
You're the greatest composer who ever lived.
You're the
Clever enough to find the lost
composer
chord.
whoever
But
lived.
it's so sad,
Clever enough to find the
Timothy.
lost chord.
You never had the luck.
So
You never got that break.
You never
Ooh.
had the
Oh
luck.
man, she's going on.
You never
You
got
finally discovered
that
your
break.
genius. Unfortunately, you've already peaked.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to break the news to him gently.
That is not gentle.
No. In Maestro's terms, that's gentle. In reality, no, it is not. That's
You're
just
right.
straight up
Nobody ever-
insulting someone.
All those
That's sad.
melodies.
It's
Stifled
funny,
and
but still.
strangled
Mhm.
People see
inside
sometimes.
It turns out that their evil plan involved sucking the music directly out of Timothy Drake, killing him stone dead.
Would you like me to set them free? I would love that, yes. Yes.
Music Maestro, please.
Dead. That visual of her pulling it out of him, that was nuts.
That kind of takes me to people literally taking away someone's ability or their art, like
Mm-hmm.
the essence of their soul.
Yes.
That kind of horror element, like
Mhm.
as a creative, like that is just probably a fate even worse than death to creatives. So that could hit them hard.
Mm-hmm. She then takes the musical notes that she just pulled out of Timothy, wraps them around her conductor baton like a lollipop, and then eats it.
Oh, there's so much I could go with that.
And then, and this is all before the frickin' titles, she then turns directly to the camera,
Now.
cracks her knuckles, breaks the fourth wall, and then starts playing the Doctor Who theme on the piano. There's your intro. I thought that was such a cool transition.
Totally, I remember.
It's not the first time they've done that, though, but that's the first time they've done it with a piano. The last time they did an alternative version was the Peter Capaldi guitar one.
Yeah. It also brought me back to wondering how she's literally starting the story and is the living embodiment of the pun, let's see how this plays out.
Oh, totally. Okay, so this next section I have titled Off on Adventures, ... to see the Beatles.
And it's always the Beatles. I wish I could have done another band, but
Oh,
again, because Beatles is synonymous, because you also had, let me take a look here, you also had the Kinks, the Who, from what I could see on the internet, the Animals, Yardbirds, Dave Clark 5, Zombies.
there were a lot.
Yeah, but those are like the more notable ones that I could see from a quick internet search.
Mm-hmm.
But the Who, that would have been just so funny. The Who for Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm. I
Seriously.
know they did mention it very, very briefly in an episode with 10 and Rose. I think it was 10 trying to get to go see the Who, but the TARDIS had other plans.
Yeah. Or they could have even also done Led Zeppelin.
But I think the last time they mentioned The Who was in, like, The Idiot's Lantern. Like, that long ago.
True, but The Who would have been so funny.
Oh my god, that would have been so hilarious. Okay, so the show comes out of the titles by panning out from the jukebox as Maestro's version of the theme comes to an end, now sounding like a jukebox track. That was how they came out of it.
Okay.
So Ruby tells the Doctor that she has a plan for her first official adventure as a companion now that she has the key.
Fair enough.
It's official. I want to see the Beatles recording their very first album. Seriously? You asked? If I could go anywhere in time and space, that's where I'd go. Because my mum, she had a girlfriend, Claire. I loved Claire. And she was dead into vinyl. She had all the Beatles albums. So we used to play them every day after school. 10 years old I was. We had Revolver, the White Album. So yeah, if I could go anywhere, that's where I'd go.
I feel like that falls under a common thing of people wanting to see big music events in history. While that would be on my top 20, it would not make my top 5.
There's probably a bunch more things you'd want to do first before you got there.
On a musical level, I would rather want to go to historical concerts more than seeing an album being recorded.
The Doctor thinks about it for a moment before showcasing lots of excitement at Ruby's choice and gives other options that people usually ask.
Okay, that was funny.
That moment, his face. And Shooty's face acting in that scene was hilarious. That is amazing. Oh, right, seriously. Oh, people always say the Titanic, or Mars, or Bethlehem, but the Beatles? Why have I never done that before? Come on!
Because there's no inherent danger.
Exactly. The Doctor quickly parks the TARDIS before reading the monitor to let Ruby know exactly when they landed. February 11th, 1963. No way! Really? With a big ol' smirk.
Yeah, but I also feel like this was him diving a little bit into with the happiness. Kind of reminds me a lot of Matt Smith just wanting to do, the kooky, happy, fun adventures.
Oh, totally.
Just something where he, spoiler alert, and while it does involve danger, just the idea of having something wholesome without danger, that's just fun. Kind of like a whole relax thing. Like, that was probably the first time he would have an adventure where nothing would really have to be changed or modified, in spite of history. However you want to say that.
Yes.
Because we're just going to watch, we're just going to witness.
We're not interfering.
Spoiler.
Spoilers for later. So the two go running towards the door before suddenly pausing. Wait a second. I don't think our outfits are gonna work. Wait. If we're in the 1960s, what about my clothes? Good thinking. To the closet!
I want that closet.
Oh, I totally want that closet. They were so excited.
True.
I did love their outfits when they came back out. So cute.
Too, but it also made me realize, oh my god, I have never had anything that short. And people give shit about hey, oh my god, how come all these things are so short and all that? It's like, have you seen a skirt from the 50s, 60s, and 70s? Those things are shorter than the ones now.
Yeah. Times have changed. It's crazy.
They look cute. Absolutely. Was it accurate? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then as they were coming out of the hallway, we had California Soul by Marlena Shaw playing in the background.
I haven't heard that one before, but I probably will look it up again.
Yeah. Alright. So the next section I've titled Landing at Abbey Road and a Cup of Tea.
Of course, there's always tea.
Alright, so the doctor pokes his head out of the door. He's quite proud of himself, as he seemed to have landed right near the crosswalk at Abbey Road.
And of course, the box would be perfectly fine in that era. Like, it was still mostly in use in the 60s.
Yep. Back in the 60s.
It seemed like the perfect time.
Ruby's reaction is quite adorable. 1963. Oh, no way. It's like the album cover. Oh, I'm having the best time. Look at the cars. Oh, come on. And then they start doing a musical cha-cha as they cross the street.
Well, it's like we're
da 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 da.
Ruby acting as a mirror of how the audience would feel, especially if you're a huge Beatles fan.
Oh my gosh!
Into music history, she's kind of like a window as to probably how anyone else would react, whether they want to admit it or not. Would I act like that? Probably. I would also probably act that way for other musicians I'm interested in, like historically and musically.
So before they fully cross the street and head towards Abbey Road Studios, with the doctor giving some historical background.
Of course.
Ho ho! Abbey Road Studios, not called Abbey Road yet. Right now in 63, they are the EMI Recording Studios.
Fair enough.
Once they open the door, they make it inside. They head down the hallway, theorizing how they would get into the studio to hear the Beatles.
After they've already gotten into the studio.
They got into the building.
Oh, fair enough.
They haven't gotten into the recording room. That's step 2.
Oh yeah, there's always steps.
And how do we get in? Won't they ask who we are? Ruby then spots a lady pushing a trolley filled with a tea set fully ready for distribution. And comes up with a brilliant idea.
Room service.
Hi. Janet said we could take over so you could have 10 minutes off. Oh, right. Thank you. Very kind. Oh, yeah, there's always a Janet. And everyone wants a cuppa.
Brilliant.
Good job, Ruby.
I wonder why they use Janet. I would have gone with maybe like Samantha or something.
Something that's a big, really popular name in the 60s.
Well, not only that, but just picking a name that kind of sounds like someone like middle-aged would have it. Like, especially in the 50s, kind of like a Mildred or something, or Gertrude, something that sounds like an older person's name.
Yes. Alright, this next section I have titled Listening to Music, but Something is Wrong.
All music lovers, especially Beatles fans, this is your time. You will cringe.
And in parentheses I wrote, the Beatles. Because I have several of these.
Yes.
Alright, we then jump to inside the recording studio itself, as Ruby and the doctor open the door and head in with the trolley, offering tea to the person at the controls, Mr. George Martin. Good morning. Cup of tea? Yeah, make it a strong one, 2 sugars, feedback. Glorious sound of microphone feedback.
Oh, you poor Aussies. I'm so sorry. Especially if you watch that episode with earbuds.
Ooh, sorry. Yeah. All my poor friends on the spectrum. Ouchies. Poor ears. George Martin then turns the mic on and asks the Beatles if they want anything from the trolley. We then have a quite interesting interaction between the boys. This is the first time we hear them speak. Boys, do you want anything? I'm alright for now. Maybe something stronger later on. What do you think, John? Nah, you're talking, Paul. Poor lad.
What
I
is
just
the
wanna...
stronger that they are in?
I just want a good night's sleep. You keep playing like that, we'll all have a good kip.
So let's see. What type of stronger are they talking about?
That's a good question.
It is the
George...
60s.
George Martin then begins to start the recording process, explaining what he wants the boys to do with the song, resulting in an interesting interaction. As the Doctor and Ruby are just standing there smirking like, I'm in the room, this is so cool!
He's getting excited.
Good luck. All right, let's take it from the top. I thought the chorus. Don't slide in with the harmonies, just hit it. Whatever you say, boss. Hurry up then, George. We're only getting paid £7 a day.
That's not that much.
No. Ruby wishes them luck as the recording begins, but it doesn't quite sound like the songs we are used to hearing the Beatles sing.
Roll to record. 3, 2, 1.
I'm so sorry.
I've got a dog. He's called Fred.
Why do you give the dog?
My dog's not alive. He's not dead. That song was just odd. That song was just odd.
Sounds like those vocal exercises that people do in a voice booth.
Yeah,
like the
totally.
Ooh, ah, ah, ah.
When they're trying to warm up.
Yes, like those vocal warm-ups.
Alright, so this next section, same title, listening to music, but something is wrong, except this time it's Scylla.
Yay! Hopefully something better.
We then jump to another studio as Ruby and the Doctor walk in with a trolley full of tea, asking the producer if they want any tea. The studio producer thanks the Doctor and takes the tea before turning on the microphone and addressing the person at the mic. Hi, don't mind us, just cup of tea. Okay, going from the second chorus, playing in the last 4 bars of the verse. Good luck, Scylla. The Doctor closes his eyes and crosses his fingers, wishing the singer luck before she starts singing. Okay. I'm going to give some historical context for people who don't know who the heck Cilla Black is.
Like us plebs.
Cilla Black holds a unique position in the history of pop music and the British invasion. As a protege, she was the first and only female performer to emerge from Liverpool in the heyday of the British beat boom. In conjunction with Epstein's management and George Martin's production skills, she became a formidable ballad singer, her hits lasting longer than any clients other than the Beatles. And she became one of the most beloved pop rock performers in England during the late 60s and 70s, one of the country's most popular television stars.
Yay! Girl power!
Go Cilla! Although her song, though...
And the 3, 2, 1.
Not even.
I love you, you love me, we are 2, we are not 3. Oh. That was not good.
No, it was not. I kept trying to think what that song was supposed to be.
I don't know. That's a good question.
So according to, like, her top songs are You're My World, I Only Live For You. But given the way that started out, and granted I haven't heard Scylla's songs before, or maybe I have and I don't know, I'm guessing maybe it might have been Love of the Loved, because it also mentions that she sang this with McCartney, although she did that in 1970. But if this was supposed to be 63,
Mm-hmm.
it might have been the start of Anyone Who Had a Heart or You Are My World.
I feel like either one of those would be good. Good. Okay. Next one. Same title as the last two, except this time it's the EMI Orchestra. Sorry, orchestra fans. Sorry, orchestra fans.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry in advance. We then jump to a big studio as Ruby and the Doctor walk in, seeing an orchestra seated and watching the conductor closely. They must be recording something. The Doctor mentions to the director, "Don't mind us. We're here with tea, if you want it." He and Ruby move to the back. They stand in the back of the room as the conductor gathers everyone's attention before they start playing Three Blind Mice. Really slowly and slightly off key. Ouch.
Poor people with perfect pitch.
Ooh. It was not pretty. The Doctor and Ruby look at each other in surprise and slight disappointment. Yeah, hands and ears. Ouch. Okay.
It's making my dog depressed.
I know. Don't worry. It gets better.
Like, look at this. Look at her face. She is depressed now.
What are you doing? Are you just chilling?
Yeah.
All right. This next section I have titled "Music is Wrong."
No, it's not. Well, the music...
Featuring, guess who?
The Doctor.
With a question mark. All right, so the Doctor and Ruby are then seen in the canteen, or cafeteria, that to include both terms, of the EMI Records building. The dining hall, the canteen, or the cafeteria. There's like 4 or 5 different terms people use.
Okay.
Discussing what is going on as both of them are quite confused.
As one would be.
Look at them. Everything's gone dull. No one hums. No one whistles. No one taps their feet.
No one whistles.
I don't get it, though.
No one taps their
Music
feet.
isn't like, you can't lose it, or steal it, or kill it. It's just natural. You get music when the wind blows through the trees.
The wind blows through the trees.
The wind.
The Doctor then mentions something interesting about music and nature. Aeolian tones. Ooh, we're going a little scientific.
And philosophical.
And philosophical. He then notices something in the newspaper that catches his attention. Something else has changed because of music. That's called Aeolian tones. But music is the highest form of thought.
If you take that away...
If you take that away, then he looks at the paper.
That never happened.
Finland? That never happened.
If music is gone, that means
If music has gone, that means everything is changing. The whole human race is taking a different path. Ruh-roh.
Oh, no.
That's not good. All right. It is time for my very first Whovian lore of the season. Finally! My first Whovian lore of the entire frickin' season. Yay! Time to talk about Aeolian tones.
Okay.
The Aeolian tone is the sound generated when air moves past a string, cylinder, or a similar object. It is the whistling noise we may hear coming from a fence in the wind or the swoosh of a sword. An Aeolian harp is a wind instrument that has been harnessing the Aeolian tone for hundreds of years. In fact, the word Aeolian comes from the Greek god of wind, Aeolus. If you didn't know that.
True. And also, speaking of Greek, I feel like this episode also ties into another famous Greek saying, or technically this came from a famous Greek philosopher. We have music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. From
Yes.
Plato.
Oh, yes, gotta include Plato. He's awesome.
Yes.
Ruby then asks what they should do, and the doctor makes an interesting suggestion. Maybe it's time to talk to the Beatles themselves. Because they're also sitting in the canteen.
Oh, every Beatles fan would have given probably their left kidney just to even speak to one for like 5 minutes. Like
especially the ones that were still alive back then. Because not all of them are anymore. The only two that are Paul and Ringo. That's it.
I know. You have, according to the quote, that also kind of ripped on Ringo. Sorry, Ringo. That John, I'm probably going to butcher this. John was the soul. Paul was the heart. George was the music. Like Paul, George, and John were the heart, soul, and the music.
Mm-hmm.
And Ringo was just the one who did the drums, or George was the one that did the drums?
I think so. I think it might have been Ringo. It's easy to get the two of them confused because I think they might have switched off at the beginning.
Yeah. Or they alternated?
Right. They could have been in the early days when they were trying to figure out who was going to do what.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
what do we do? You take John Lennon, I'll take Paul McCartney. Figure out what's happened and when it happened. Oh boy. When the tea lady,
Why did he assign himself John?
Paul McCartney, he assigned Ruby John and himself Paul. Of course he took Paul McCartney.
Why?
Of course he did. I don't know. But he's just like, I want that one. I call dibs.
He wanted the one that would get the successful solo career later.
I guess so. I don't know. One of the tea ladies in the canteen turns around and asks the doctor and Ruby for some tea and how much it costs, causing a bit of a reaction. This whole scene about wait, teeth cost how much?
Oh boy.
2 cups of tea, my darlings. That's half a crown. How very much? How much? That is outrageous. Take it or leave it, sweetheart.
Okay.
That is daylight robbery.
I would agree.
The doctor and Ruby head off to converse with the Beatles. The tea lady turns to her co-worker and makes an interesting suggestion. That's me, Margaret Lockwood and the Wicked Lady. Now there was a woman. Statuesque. She looks a bit familiar, doesn't she? That tea lady.
Maybe.
I wonder who she is. All right. This next section I have titled Conversing with the Beatles.
Nice.
Featuring a creepy moment.
Okay. And while that comes up, a quick search revealed that Ringo was the one who did drums.
Okay, that's what I thought. So we then jump to a separate moment as the doctor sits down and asks Paul McCartney for a moment while Ruby pulls John Lennon away. Sorry, excuse me. Mind if I have a chat?
You want to have a chat with John Lennon.
The other 2 Beatles, Ringo and George, head off for more rehearsals. They're just left to their own devices.
Of course.
Bye, have fun. The doctor asks Paul an interesting question, which results in an interesting response.
Okay.
Excuse me, hold on, Paul. Can I have a word? I've got a cup of tea for you Mr. Epstein sent me. Okay. You are writing songs for the band, yeah?
Not very good, are they?
They're not very good, are they? Oh, well,
Great.
no.
Great, lad. That's how it
Great.
should be.
That's great, lad. That's how it should be. It's not like the old days when we had waltzes and fandangos and all that. Huh?
What's a fandango?
That's a big term. Let me see. I'm going to do a Google. Fandango music. Hello? Oh, it's Spanish music.
Oh, okay.
It's like a lively Spanish dance performed by couples.
Oh, okay.
The doctor seems surprised and asks an interesting follow-up question. When and why did music start going wrong?
Okay.
But waltzes used to exist. When did they start going wrong?
Dunno, way back.
Dunno.
30s.
Way back.
Why? Wow.
20s, 30s. Why?
Started seeing
What
sense.
happened? We started seeing sense.
The last gasp.
What we're doing here today is the last gasp. If I can make a bit of money out of cheap old rhymes, then I can settle down and get a proper job. It's embarrassing, singing. I just want to finish the album, get back to Liverpool, and forget it.
No.
I know that does not sound like the Paul McCartney we all know.
I know. And there are so many quotes I want to say to that about the importance of music. There's so many quotes. And I actually do have a couple, though. And considering that Paul McCartney, I believe, was the one who was mentioned to be the soul of the Beatles.
He wrote a lot of stuff, and John Lennon wrote a lot.
Yeah. But for him to say that about music, and for him to maybe to have been thought of as the soul of the Beatles, it completely negates the idea of music being so important. And according to, from online, by Lao Tzu, and I probably mispronounced that last name, I most likely did, music in the soul can be heard by the universe. So the idea of music being stripped away as nonsense, especially coming from Paul, is so heartbreaking, especially to music lovers and music history lovers.
Yes, definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, Meanwhile, at a separate table, Ruby has an interesting conversation with John Lennon, who seems to be upset with himself.
No!
You can't do that.
But you can't do that. We need you. What for? I'm no good at anything. I just want to go home. Forget this life. Just have my tea and go to bed with a woman of my own, you know. That's all I want. And then why do I wake up crying?
Dude. History of John Lennon aside, that also hurts.
Mm-hmm. The doctor mentions that despite the change in music, he must still be thinking up songs in his head, right?
Yes. It is literally something that washes away the soul.
But Paul,
washes away from the soul
when it's just you
the
on your
dust
own,
of everyday life.
Don't you think?
Yes.
I cannot pronounce the name of the guy who said that.
But Paul, see, when it's just you on your own, don't you think there must be better songs? Songs that lift you, devastate you, and make you soar. Songs that are tucked away somewhere in secret in the back of your mind. How do you know that? It's like
sometimes, late at night, I get this thought. Like, it's so far away. It's a note. A single note. And then a second, and a third, and fourth, and fifth. And you put them together, and it feels like the most holy thing on this earth. Like a G, then an E, and a G maybe twice, and then C. And if you put words to it, words right from your heart. I love you so much.
I didn't want to sing it.
Leo Tolstoy once said that music is the shorthand of emotion. Maybe that needs a little bit of a rewrite.
Just a little bit. Suddenly we hear somebody clear their throat, and we can see strange figures appear in the background of drinking glasses or in Lenin's eyeglasses.
Oh boy.
You know, a familiar orange-haired someone who really likes music.
Like, really likes music. Like, it is her essence, her soul, her reason to live.
And it immediately startles the living crap out of the Doctor and Ruby. Which also causes a reaction out of John and Paul.
As it would.
And not a nice one. Don't waste my time. Do you know what you are with your ideas, pal? Disgusting. You are disgusting. Then they both storm off. Meanwhile, the Doctor's like, what the hell was that?
As one would.
I have no idea. No idea. All right. Next section I have titled Rooftop Memories and Maestro.
The Master's on the roof. Somebody get him somebody get her a fiddle.
We then jump to a little bit later as the Doctor and Ruby observe a group of workers as they lift a piano via a pulley system onto the roof of EMI. They're going old school.
Yeah, how's Three Stooges?
That's it, Vinny. Nice and safe. I want that installed on the rooftop like it is precious china. Easy, boys. Don't hit the wall. Right. Let's head on up. Do-do-do-do-do.
Going on up, going on up, going on.
As they head up the stairs, the Doctor and Ruby have an interesting conversation on what they learned from their conversation with John and Paul.
Respected.
Thing is, without music, dance must be gone. No one dances anymore. I mean, can you dance without music? I mean, you can, but do you want to? And think about it, Ruby. Love songs. There are no more love songs anymore. Oh my God. There are no more love songs in the whole wide world.
There are going to be no film scores. No movie soundtracks.
Yep. No more OSTs. So sad.
No more
Broadway. Or West End or any musicals whatsoever. Sad face. All my poor theater lovers. Sad face.
No John Williams.
No.
Or Danny Elfman.
Oh gosh. They then open the door and arrive on the roof with the Doctor welcoming Ruby to the view of the 1960s London skyline. Of course, in a Cockney accent.
Out of all the accents.
Oh, London town. Is that smog? I thought they got rid of that in the 50s. We had a really bad smog in December 62, but this is more like a darkening. The world is darkening.
Of course.
We then get an interesting memory moment as the Doctor mentions his past self and the beginnings of his adventures with Susan, Ian, and Barbara in 1963.
Oh boy.
When this whole thing started.
Oh no.
I live over there. You know what? I live over there.
What do you mean? Shoreditch.
What do you mean?
I'm there right now.
Shoreditch.
Okay, you're gonna
I'm there
start
right now. Okay. You're gonna have to start again. Context, Doctor. Context.
We all love context.
Right now, she has no idea what you're talking about. In the past, right now, I live in a place called Totter's Lane. 1963. I parked the TARDIS, in a junkyard and lived there with my granddaughter Susan. That's the first time he's brought her up in a hot minute.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had a granddaughter.
Yeah, people forget Susan's his grandkid. Ruby seems surprised at the mention of the doctor having a granddaughter, and we get some lovely moments of 15 mentioning Susan for the first time in a while.
Hmm.
Oh! Okay.
Okay.
You're what?
Yo, what?
My granddaughter.
We could go and have a
Susan?
look, timelines.
Go and have a look, but you know timelines. Kachoom. You've got children. I did have. I will have. Time Lords get a bit complicated.
Oh, he missed the chance.
Yeah, but you've got a granddaughter. Like now. Like today. Back in our time, my time. Ugh. Where is she? I don't know. How do you not know? Time Lords were murdered. The genocide rolled across time and space like a great big cellular explosion. Maybe it killed her too. He's not even sure if she's alive or dead.
And he can't even really take to see her.
Nope. Unless you want to deal with the unless they want to deal with the butterfly effect again.
Or they could do, or he could kind of do like a little loophole, like with Rory suggested in that one episode with 11. Like, why can't instead of going to New York, they could just go to New Jersey, but then take the ferry to New York? I mean, loophole.
Trying to find possible loopholes.
Yeah.
The crew hoisting the piano then approaches the doctor for his payment. The doctor makes a musical mention, which he quickly brushes off as he leaves. Here we go, Doc. Hey, Vinny, thank you very much. Come on. Bit of luck. We'll have you whistling by sundown. Can't bear whistling, Doc. All those horrible tunes. Oh, thanks. All right.
No thanks.
Oh man, there are no sea shanties.
Nope.
No, wait, there were still sea shanties, but
there were sea shanties. They just stopped.
Yeah.
The doctor then turns to Ruby and ushers her to the piano, encouraging her to play. Ruby has an interesting reaction. No. I'm not doing that. In case you forgot, Ruby can play the piano.
And what does she play?
The doctor strongly disagrees, mentioning him watching her at Christmas Eve with her band, which is calling back to church, when he was wearing the cowboy hat, wearing the Stetson.
Yes.
Ah, you are sweet. I've seen you. December 23, King's Arms. You opened with one more sleep. I can't believe you were there. Ah, it all comes back to Christmas with you, doesn't it? I need you to play again. At this moment in time, Ruby Sunday, you are the only music in the world. Let's see what happens if you bring music back.
That is a really good romantic line for somebody.
No pressure. Okay, I wrote this from a Trent Trudy when a girl broke her heart. Okay. And then we start to hear Ruby play. It's like a gentle waltz. So this is when we get the young boy, the older man, and Laura June. Yay! Costume maker cameo! Woohoo! Who all have different reactions to the music. You see them all slowly reacting to the song as the doctor is standing on the edge of the platform, glancing out at the skyline, probably thinking about 60 bajillion other things.
He always has at least a million.
His mind is sometimes gone elsewhere. Suddenly a strange banging sound can be heard. She's back. Causing Ruby to suddenly stop playing and the doctor to turn around. She's back. Laughter can be heard as the Doctor and Ruby look at each other in shock and horror, backing up slowly as the knocking continues. Suddenly, the lid to the piano opens, and hands can be seen as Maestro pokes her head out, saying her iconic, "You called," line from the trailer.
You call.
I can't do the
We
voice.
We also hear a very familiar giggle.
Not again.
It's back!
Not again.
Something we've heard before. But from whom exactly? While this is going on, the Doctor and Ruby have turned and ran off. The Doctor is freaking the heck out.
As one would.
I mean, literally the last time he heard that, nope.
Nope. I'm going to run.
Exactly.
Run.
I'm going to run away.
Protect me, Kiki. Protect me. Protect me.
So, the next section I have titled Escaping the Maestro. Parentheses. Silence.
Kiki, don't attack. Don't attack Evie. Don't attack Evie.
We then jump to the Doctor and Ruby as they go running down the staircase, the Doctor muttering to himself about something. The giggle. Where have we heard that before?
Nightmares.
That was the giggle. Hide!
You what?
We've got to hide!
You never hide!
I can't fight this thing.
This feels like an exercise.
He's having a moment.
Yeah. It's like he's having an anxiety attack.
Okay. Another Whovian lore. Whovian lore. Time to introduce the Pantheon for people who don't know what the heck that is.
Uh-huh.
The Pantheon of Discord, simply known as the Pantheon, is a group of transcendental beings that ought to alter reality and cause chaos. Suspected members of the Pantheon include Krampus,
I could see that.
the Trickster, who we met in the Sarah Jane adventures,
I need to rewatch that.
the Toymaker, who we met in the Giggle, Maestro, Hecuba, and the oldest one.
Interesting. This is an interesting take.
Ruby tries to comfort him, mentioning that he did survive his encounter with the Toymaker, and he silenced Maestro with his Sonic.
You made
That worked, right?
With the Sonic, that worked.
But you made the silence with the Sonic. That worked, didn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do?
One trick. Once.
I don't know. Ruby,
That's all you
the
get with the
point.
gods.
No,
Okay.
I
So,
don't.
what do we do?
The last
I
time
don't know.
got lucky. Catch.
I don't know, Ruby.
One
That
trick
is the point.
once.
I don't know.
This thing.
But you always know.
Feeling.
I don't.
Music. I mean, how?
The last time, I got lucky. Catch. One trick, once. But this thing is stealing music. I mean, how the hell is... I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But the power of these creatures is so vast, the whole world could slide into the pit.
The whole world could
He's
slide
not
into the
stealing,
pit.
or she. It's not just the stealing of music. It's the stealing of the soul. Multiple souls and history and all of the historical events that won't happen because of the music.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, define pit.
Bottomless?
Something like that. That's what I was thinking. It's great that the Doctor's being vulnerable with his companions, which is a big difference from his previous incarnations.
Well,
Specifically,
his previous ones had been vulnerable before.
mm-hmm,
But...
they didn't like, they weren't as open. He's the opposite. Well,
I
as
don't
we
think that was
learn later on in this series, yes.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the more vulnerable one out of like 9, 10, and 12.
Compared to 9 and 10? Oh, yeah. 10, I mean, 11 and 12 are kind of polar opposites. Because towards the end, after Amy and Rory, became a bit of a grumpy goose.
Closed off, but yes.
Yes, he was very closed off before Clara.
Yeah.
Whew. I mean, considering how long he spent on a cloud.
Yeah, fair point.
He was not happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely being a lot more vulnerable this time around. I mean, considering in the last 2 episodes we've seen him cry a few times.
Yeah.
Ruby tries to remind him that the world did not end in 1963, but the Doctor has something she needs to see. Oh boy. What could that be?
That is never something you want to hear.
No. Doctor, I know you're clever and all that, but I've got news for you. The world did not end in 1963. Right. No, but it didn't. Okay?
No, but it didn't.
I'm living proof. I was born in 2004.
All my life I've had Beyonce and
so many people are going to feel
old.
And all my life I've had Beyonce and Sam Fender and Strictly and tap dancing and raves. My mom sings Danny Boy at Christmas when she's drunk to my gran.
Aww.
Don't you see, Doctor? Music exists. And then the Doctor says the 3 words that everyone's like, oh dear. Anytime you hear this, you get a little knot in your stomach.
Come with me.
Come with me. Oh dear.
Okay. 2 sides of the coin for that one. Either excitement
Or nerves.
or fear.
Either or. Depending on the context, it's either happiness or, oh crap. Okay. This next section I've titled Coming Home and Nuclear Winter.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The Doctor and Ruby head back to the TARDIS, only this time the Doctor's in a much more somber mood.
Yeah, this would have been like a 12 moment.
Ruby seems quite confused as the Doctor seems to immediately ask her what time she is at, and quickly takes her there.
So when is it for you back home? What time are you? June 2024?
It's hard to keep track, but yeah, I think so. June, July.
Have we done it?
What, have we done it?
Are we back?
2024.
2024. I brought you home. He says it with the absolute straightest of faces.
I wouldn't say it was straight face,
But
more like
he was
stone
deadly.
face.
Yeah. Just no emotion at all. Just, I brought you home.
Stoic.
Mm-hmm. The Doctor seems to have his back to her, facing the console as Ruby steps out, assuming she will see her world exactly as she saw it last.
And curtain falls.
That was not the case. However, it is a completely different story. London looks more like a nuclear wasteland.
A dystopian world.
Yes, there's destruction everywhere. Buildings are destroyed, the sky is dark and eerie. Small fires are everywhere, and ash is raining down from the sky like snow.
I swear that's a song lyric. Like, ash is falling like snow. I swear
Yeah.
that's a song lyric. I swear.
I feel like I've heard that in a song somewhere. I can't remember what.
Let me see. Ashes falling. Oh, it actually is a song.
Just seeing all that emotion on her face, you're like, oh my gosh! Emotions. Yeah. Ruby's reaction to the new landscape is heartbreaking as she realizes the world has now changed. And not in a good way.
And to further go along with the song, like kind of a little bit near the end, ashes that were once bone, where do you go from here? Ashes that once were bone, I'm slipping from my faith, I'm falling with my fear.
Mm-hmm. The Doctor allows Ruby to observe the world around her emotionally for a moment before following her outside, telling her that this is what the world looks like if Maestro isn't defeated.
It's just like
yeah, but then that also begs upon the question that I'll probably ask later on.
If Maestro isn't stopped.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty eerie.
Yeah.
And then Ruby heartbreakingly asks, "Where's my mum?"
Oh, crap.
And then we get a beautiful moment of the two of them hugging as the ash falls around them. Where's my mum? I think without music, the human race goes sour. Without any way of expressing a broken heart, they go to war without even knowing why. And yeah. We then learn that Maestro is the essence of music itself. And they are after that of something that is in everything in the entire universe. Aeolian tones.
Yeah, but if she's the essence of music, why get rid of music anyway? Wouldn't that kill her?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, if there's like no music after she literally strips everyone's soul and their life essence of music, wouldn't she essentially starve?
I don't know. That's a good question. If he was a living game, you are the essence of music itself. But what's the point? You've destroyed the world. Music is gone. How is that a win? Not gone, darling. Hush. The wind. The sound of a nuclear winter. The purest music of all. Aeolian tones. Music without the need for people. And every song that goes unsung feeds me. I get stronger and stronger until I can reach out and steal the music of the spheres. Then the universe will stop turning. It's your keen in a minor key. Aeolian tones across the whole of creation. And that lament will be my symphony supreme.
So she takes away all man-made music.
Yes. Any music that isn't unsung is what feeds her.
So she could just essentially live off the melodies of a breeze.
Yep. According to her, yes.
Yeah, but then if she's getting rid of all man-made music, that could also include, like, phrase symphony of war. She can get rid of the sound that warfare makes.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's still war, and she lives off of that. But then there would be nothing else for her to live off of, because then if she is making essentially any sound her life force,
mm-hmm.
and then there's no sound, what happens then? Because then war destroys everything and everyone. Then there's nothing. There's silence.
Yeah.
Silence, no music. Starving.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, then how on earth is she not dead?
I know, because you can't really silence.
Mm-hmm. When the Doctor asks how they entered this world, Maestro doesn't wish to reveal it, until the Doctor insists on the rules of fair play. It is then that we learn parts of the truth, but not all of it.
Okay.
How did you enter this world? Oh, that would be telling, babes. No, babes. Your father established the rules of fair play. One thing that he would never do is cheat. So, I have a right to know. A genius. A single silly man who found the lost chord. which means a different combination of notes would banish you. I said, genius. And you might be bright and hot and plays a few notes on the piano. Timey-wimey. But genius? Oh, honey, I don't think so.
So is this alluding to Maestro being a succubus?
Maybe.
Because then if the devil's chord brought her to life, wouldn't that
a different
also imply
chord
that,
would banish her.
But then that also could imply that whatever melody they played, they just play it backwards to banish her.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you do with a succubus?
I think so.
You play their siren song or sing it backwards.
Mm-hmm. Maestro suddenly begins playing a distorted version of the Doctor Who theme. But the melody begins to change, which causes a strange reaction in the TARDIS. The Doctor and Ruby race into the TARDIS as Maestro calls after them with a creepy message. What are you doing? Everything resonates, Doctor dear. Every atom hums, and anything that plays a tune is mine. And then the TARDIS starts thrumming. Sing along, Doctor! Everybody! No? Thank you.
I never understood that. Because if you want them to sing, that's essentially saying, try me, I will kill you.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But couldn't she also, if silence is really the key to quote-unquote silence, couldn't they just, be quiet?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Like, because he muted her, remember?
He did. He temporarily muted her.
Well, he couldn't do it again because
No.
you get one trick.
One trick once.
One trick once, but just be silent and don't move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this next section I've titled Confronting Maestro, Part 2.
Okay.
Back in the TARDIS, the Doctor and Ruby have noticed that things are starting to act differently. And the Doctor explains that Maestro's controlling the TARDIS!
Of course you would. We don't get a lot of villains actually going for the TARDIS.
I know. I'm like, nowadays, that's a rarity.
Yeah, so I would put her more on the whole smarter one, going after the TARDIS, not being the Doctor. Yes, you go after the Doctor, but you gotta hit the Doctor mostly where it hurts, and that's the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm. The Doctor manages to get the TARDIS to take off, but it only goes back to 1963 in EMI, where they were earlier.
Yeah, and they don't run into themselves again.
No. Once they land, the TARDIS suddenly dies down. It goes dark. The Doctor is worried that the Maestro killed her, but the TARDIS probably has other plans. She'll be fine.
I think it's just unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Where's Maestro? Composing. And the next tune might be deadly. And then he apologizes to the TARDIS several times.
What a sweetie.
Don't hate me! And then they head off. Yay! The two quick...
Come on.
Did you break it?
No, that's something else.
The two quickly head back to EMI Records and set off to find a recording studio to find the notes of banishment. Hariyama! Which means come on in Turkish.
Oh.
Yay!
Didn't think he'd go Turkish there, but okay.
Alright. This next section I have titled Finding Banishment Notes and Ruby is Captured.
Oh boy. This is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Alright. They're inside EMI now. The Doctor and Ruby run down the hallways until they approach and enter the studio where they first saw the Beatles.
Okay. We're back to this part.
The Doctor plugs the sonic screwdriver into the studio audio system before heading inside the studio itself.
Okay.
Leaving Ruby at the controls. This results in an interesting conversation as the two theorize on what on earth they could do to stop Maestro.
Yeah.
Okay, if we can record the right tune on the sonic, we can use this as a weapon. Right. No. Oh, okay. We need to find the notes of banishment. The Doctor then spots John Lennon's guitar, pulls it off the stand, and starts noodling, trying to find the notes. Meanwhile,
wouldn't that just bring the Maestro to him?
Meanwhile, we start hearing orchestral music in the background, which slowly catches Ruby's attention. The Doctor, unfortunately, is completely oblivious.
Yeah, that part kind of annoyed me.
Ah, John Lennon's guitar. That's got to be a good start. Okay, but don't you need to be a genius? No offense. Just a musical genius. Sometimes genius is just hard work. Yeah, if I can find the right notes. He starts tuning it. There are 66 trillion different tunes out there, but... No, but just wait! Can you hear that? Music.
Music.
Suddenly, a large string of notes appears around the door and wraps itself around Ruby's ankle, dropping her to the floor.
Ow.
She got her.
Okay, another instance of it going a little cartoony, but it still worked. It kind of brought some lightheartedness to it, but...
Yep. She screams out the Doctor's names as she is dragged out of the room, which finally gets his attention.
Finally?
And then, of course, he starts screaming no about 17 times. Because it's the Doctor, and that's one of his favorite words.
Probably top.
Especially when he realizes things are not going according to plan.
Yeah.
The Doctor looks up, notices Ruby, and jumps up, grabbing his sonic before quickly chasing after her into the big room where the orchestra is.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can rescue Ruby.
Yes. We don't need to lose her again.
No. That would be bad. You've already lost a few companions. You do not want that to happen again.
Well, that and it's way too early to lose a companion.
Yeah. Alright. This next section I've titled Defeating Maestro. Yeah! Featuring the Beatles. In parentheses.
That would make a good song title, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah, totally.
Maestro, that'd make a good song title.
We then jump to the large studio room as the Doctor bursts into the room, threatening Maestro with his sonic to put her down. You don't want to mess with him when he's pissed.
I would say bring her back.
But I'm saying that because Ruby is currently being lifted up in the air.
Yeah, but you gotta be
by the
careful
notes.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with put her down.
Yeah.
So dropped.
So Maestro is singing operatically as Ruby is being lifted into the air, being wrapped by large strings of music that act like a rope.
I feel like there's some symbolism in that.
Mm-hmm. Maestro taunts the Doctor, saying that you can't trick her twice. Something we learned early on after their first confrontation when the Doctor muted her. One trick once. Can't trick me twice, honey. And fight me, huh? Leave her alone. But she's the only human left with music in her heart. Playing lovesick songs for heartbroken lesbians. And that just makes me hungry. For all those delicious songs. I know. That line made me laugh.
Yeah, that was funny.
Playing lovesick songs for heartbroken lesbians.
Why?
For all those
Like,
delicious
just lesbians, apparently. No one else is heartbroken other than the lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve love.
And then Ruby screams, "Let me go!" That's right, pretty girl. Sing. This is kind of like Ursula and Ariel, when she literally pulls it out of her.
Although I will say, to have Monsoon like kind of mirror Ursula, that would be a good role, though.
I know.
Awesome Ursula, if she.
She would totally.
Like, Little Mermaid on Broadway. That'd be so cool.
I feel like she'd love having all those tentacles.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. She should have been Ursula in that latest live action Little Mermaid
Instead of Melissa.
No disrespect to Melissa, but yeah, it should have been.
Maestro then turns to Ruby, striking the tuning fork as the song emerges from her. As a song emerges from her. Something that sounds calm and peaceful. But Maestro isn't done. She sees something more tempting.
Uh-oh.
What?
Maestro, I'm asking you just... What? That's wrong.
That's wrong.
What do you mean? There's a hidden song deep inside her soul. What is it? Maestro then strikes the tuning fork again as the hidden song is revealed. It's something we've heard before. Carol of the Bells. Connecting to Christmas again. It also begins to snow. Again.
I considered it more like Ash, but okay.
But anytime Carol of the Bells comes up, it starts snowing.
Yeah.
Which catches the doctor's attention as well as Maestro. Ruby? What is this? Christmas. The music that was playing the night she was born. Maestro begins to freak out as she realizes that this human girl has similar power to somebody she knows.
Oh.
But who? This is our first hint of the oldest one.
Uh-oh.
We don't know who it is yet. We just know they're called the oldest one. How can a song have so much power? And power like him?
So much
like
power.
Who? The oldest one. On the night of her birth. He can't have been there. What for? What for? What for? Meanwhile, the doctor's like, who? What the heck are you talking about? Maestro then suddenly cuts the tune off, which means the rope's gone, and Ruby is now falling.
No!
Good news is the doctor catches her in the nick of time.
Yay!
Yay!
I've got you. What was it?
It's okay. It's okay. Alright, it's okay.
This creature is very wrong.
The doctor then has a brilliant idea, revealing to Maestro the infamous piano.
Uh-oh.
And what he plans to do. And this is very right. This is when he spots the piano. Do you know what this is? This is the famous Abbey Road piano. They call it the Mrs. Mills piano. Oh, she was a girl. We had some adventures, me and Mrs. Hills. But this is the piano that the Beatles will play on their greatest hits. Penny Lane, Lady Madonna, all from this. And I know that this piano is rattling with all the potential to send you back to hell.
It does exist.
It does. This is a legitimate piano. They're referencing history.
It is described as a 1905 Steinway, I cannot pronounce that.
Steinway
Vergard piano housed at Abbey Road Studios, named after music hall pianist Gladys Mills.
Yep. Mrs. Mills.
Yes.
So this...
Also, Gladys Mills used it too, so
yes.
It is a legacy piano.
It is a legacy piano. So, a cool behind-the-scenes moment. You know, the moment where Maestro magically gets her fiddle?
Yes.
For the scene, and you hear her say something backwards?
Yes.
I learned this in Unleashed, and I'm gonna include this, but they showed a really cool behind-the-scenes moment of how they got that to happen. Apparently Maestro is actually saying music battle backwards.
Music battle.
That shot is played backwards. So what really happens in real life is Jinkx says the words music battle backwards et lab sisum or something like that. We recorded Jinkx saying music battle, then we played it backwards so she could learn to say it backwards. And she says it backwards with a violin and a bow in her hand, and then she throws them to two members of the art department just at a screen who catch them. And then we play the whole thing in reverse so it looks like she magically gains a violin and a bow and then says music battle all in one shot.
The battle goes back and forth multiple times before the Doctor finds a note that gets Maestro's attention, which causes the note to appear in front of them. It's one of the chords. It's one of the note chords. One of the chord notes. Maestro tempts him as he goes through each of the notes.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what the frickin' chord is.
Oh, they only get one chance again. One chance.
Let's screw up. Go on then. As he just starts playing the note multiple times.
Go on, then.
Do it. This is more tense than the piano scene from Goonies.
Can you find it?
Do it. Go on then. Can you find it? Are you enough of a genius? Oh, I would never call myself that, Maestro. But I have lived. And I have loved. And I can only smile like this because I have lost so much. And I've experienced everything. Every single thing. And if that's where music comes from, finds note number 2, I can find the chord to banish you. He's getting a little sassy.
Sassy, honest, but I would call it raw. He's becoming a bit more raw.
He's definitely raw, but he's also kind of like, oh, you think you can stop me? You got another thing coming. So, the dog... The Doctor ends up finding 5 out of 6.
That is close. But again,
unfortunately, he found a bun note.
Ooh.
Dang it! Which causes the notes to disappear and Maestro's power to come back.
Oh no.
He was that close.
No.
Maestro, in a cackling mood, kicks the piano out of the room. It's on wheels. It's on wheels, so it just rolls out. He rolls it out into the hallway, which is important later.
Yeah, I remember that.
Maestro then starts to activate musical instruments within the room, as stretches of musical notes appear wrapping around each of the Doctor and Ruby's ankles before they are dragged into musical instruments. You remember this?
Yeah, I remember that.
Ruby gets dragged into a cello. The Doctor gets dragged into a drum. Meanwhile, in the hallway, like I mentioned 5 seconds ago,
Yay, back to the hallway.
the piano catches John Lennon's attention as he heads over to the piano. He's noticing the notes. They're still there, by the way. The banishment notes are still there.
He's going to make history. He's going to make history, literally.
We also begin to hear pieces of John's conversation with Ruby as he slowly begins to put the pieces together of what the chord really is.
Ooh.
I just want to go home. We can't do that.
You can't do that.
We need you.
We need you.
What for? I'm no good at any. We then see another set of hands join him as the camera pans up to reveal it's Paul McCartney! Yay!
The two main soloists of the Beatles.
And the two that had the conversations with Doctor and Ruby.
Yes, that too.
We then hear pieces of his conversation with the Doctor of the fact that he still hears music sometimes. And a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. And you put them together and it feels like the most holy thing on earth. Both Lennon and McCartney begin to play each of the notes before finding the sixth and final note together!
What was that note? I swear there's a musical term for that specific note.
And they play the notes together, creating the chord of banishment! Yes!
I wonder if there's an actual musical term for that.
I feel like there is. I cannot remember it for the life of me.
Same.
So
but it worked. They saved so much. So much history because of music.
The Doctor and Ruby are finally freed from the cello and the drum, as Maestro herself gets knocked to the ground and dragged by her own musical notes before getting dragged back into the piano. They then make their way into the TARDIS as it makes one last musical chord as both the song and the episode come to an end. Ta-da! That was the end of the episode. All right, do you have any funny or interesting moments you'd like to mention?
It does kind of... I do like the little homages to musical points in history, and especially for those who are definitely interested in the whole British music history and their impact on history further along in of itself. That was actually really cool. There were other parts in there that I felt were a little bit more kind of draggy. Like, I wish they did a little bit more on the Beatles, because, I mean, they started off with going to see the Beatles.
Yes.
But it just kind of feels like they're only used... They could have been used so much more. Like, they even could have brought along John and Paul and George and even Ringo. They could have maybe brought them along. Like, kind of like a little homage to what they did with Eleven, Amy, and Van Gogh.
Yes, I loved that. That was so cute.
So they could have brought them along to see, like, oh, this is like the world. This is how the world will be without you. But then that might have, and then that could have inadvertently brought along the controversy that John would later use about the Beatles being bigger than Jesus. So that could have been his reasoning for that. So that would have been kind of tongue in cheek.
I do remember that.
So
that was so funny.
Like tongue in cheek kind of funny bits. Like,
yeah,
this would be the world without you. So that would frame the whole Beatles being bigger than Jesus. I don't know what will go first, Christianity or rock and roll. So that could have been a good tongue-in-cheek jab about that.
Oh, totally.
Or at least bring in Cilla Black.
Oh, totally.
She was just there for like the 2 scenes, the dance sequence and
yeah, she was only there a little bit. She wasn't there for a whole lot.
They could have used her too. So I feel like all the moments were there. Jinkx was awesome. Chidi and Millie were awesome.
Oh, Chidi and Millie freaking killed it.
Yes. But there were also moments where they could have allowed the others to shine, but they weren't really given enough time to shine.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so the moments I have are Doctor and Ruby moments, obviously.
Yes.
There's always a twist musical number, because, you know, I love a good musical number.
It was so camp.
It was so camp, but so 60s and so fitting.
Yes.
I did also put Maestro, aka Jinkx, because how can I not? And then I also included the Beatles, because it's the freaking Beatles.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. It is time for Guess Who. Did you spot Susan Twist in this episode?
I did not.
If you did not, I'll give you a second before revealing her.
Okay, she kind of gives me Margot Martindale vibes. Like, you know who she is, but she's so good at blending in that you don't really notice it until after.
Yes.
Like, you know the name, you know what she's in, but at the same time, she blends in so well. Like,
Okay. She was the tea lady in the cafeteria during Ruby and the Doctor's conversation about music going awry.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
You know, the one who said Margaret Lockwood? That was her.
Oh.
Sneaky!
Yes.
That's me. Margaret Lockwood in The Wicked Lady. Now there was a woman. Statuesque.
All right. Final thoughts time.
So, all in all, a good episode. Again, like I mentioned before, it seems like they kind of missed more moments for the Beatles and Cilla to shine. Granted, there was a lot with the Maestro and her being this great threat. And she is a great threat, don't get me wrong. She's also one of the more tricky ones that I do appreciate. But at the same time, I also feel like had the hallway scene not happened, then it might have taken away from, you know, hey, we're going here to see the Beatles, like, record. Because had they not had that hallway moment, I feel like they just would have been there to be there. Because, again, it's London, Beatles, music history, rubbish, or they're talking down on it.
I feel like we could totally see the Beatles again at some point.
True. But I like the background of maybe just more music.
Oh, totally. I feel like Russell's not done with that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, considering he said in Church on Ruby Road that it wants more music in it.
Yes. More music.
All right. Final thoughts time. Apologies, mine might be a slight ramble.
Like mine wasn't.
Well, I wrote mine down, so I wouldn't forget it. because I wrote this down. I wrote these notes when the episode came out, like last year. So God knows I would remember my giant ramble a year from now. What? Okay. What a wonderful adventure as we kick off a whole new series. This was part 2 of a 2-episode premiere on Disney+. So Space Babies and Devil's Chord came out at the same time.
Cool.
It was wonderful to get our second full adventure with the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday. The amount of music used in this episode was lovely, and getting to see both the Beatles and Abbey Road painted so lovingly was great to see. Jinkx Monsoon, here again.
Yes, I want to see.
Because it sounded like she enjoyed herself. Because she's posted about it multiple times on her Instagram. I mean,
who wouldn't?
Come on. Okay. It was great to get cameos from people who have worked on Who or have family who have from decades past. Here's the cool part.
Legacies.
So Jeremy Lim, who played the piano tutor at the beginning of the episode, his dad wrote music on Who in the 1980s. So that's the family connection.
Carrying the torch.
And then Laura June Hudson, the costume designer, from 1978 to 81. That's 2 separate mini legacy cameos right there.
Yay! That is so sweet, though. They're like a family.
The musical number at the end of the episode is very fitting, and great to see Murray stretch his musical chops as well as a cameo.
Nice.
Because why not? It's a musical episode, why not? There is always, truly, a twist at the end. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
It is the 1st of June, 2023, and behind me in Wolf Studios, there is a lot of excitement because today is the day we start filming the song and dance extravaganza that is, there's always a twist at the end.
Hello, so we're about to rehearse on camera
Small TV show you might have heard of called Bridgerton. I think it's about the old days or something.
The olden days, yeah. And so when they offered and said, would you come do that? I had read the twist and I said, so long as you let me do the twist. Because I never get out of the 19th century. They never let me out of the 19th century. They always think I'm the man that does Lord and Lady, you know, Fauntleroy, you know. And I was like, I've been gagging, so I'm like, you know, I'm like, wow.
It is clear that working with both Bad Wolf Productions and Disney have allowed this small blue box show to truly grow on a massive scale, and it's great to see. Looking forward to seeing more adventures with this TARDIS crew. Allons-y! All right. Rankings. What are we thinking?
I looked it up on IMDb, and it gives it a 6.1 out of 10.
Some people loved it, some people did not.
I would go a little bit higher. I go more...
It's a bit of a mixed bag.
I would go more higher 6, like not really a 7, but close. Like a 6.7, 6.6.
Around there. I had it at like a 7.5 on my rankings. Because I was like, I like the music part, but not one of my favorites.
But
I liked it. I liked it. It was great.
I like the music part, but if you're going into such important realms of history like Beatles and Scylla, I would want that to be leaned in a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Are you ready for a sneak peek into episode 3?
I will never be ready.
Where are we?
In the middle of a war. One wrong move and...
All right. Are you ready for... Have you watched episode 3?
Not yet. I know it does involve war.
Yes, it does.
I've been kind of wanting more grittier episodes. So
do you want to know? Do you want to know what the name of the episode is?
Is it just called War?
Close. Think sound effect.
Boom.
Yeah, it's called Boom, with an exclamation mark.
Of course, there's an exclamation.
All right. Do you know who the episode's written by?
Russell? Oh no, I'm scared.
Well, you may have hinted at him earlier.
Oh crap.
Feel free to text me if you need to talk about stuff.
Okay.
In regards to the episode, because I've seen it. I know what goes on.
Fair enough.
Apparently there's a really hilarious behind the scenes moment for Boom that just freaking cracks me up.
Nice.
Apparently Shooty and Millie were definitely enjoying themselves filming that. To the point where they came up with an inside joke that I think stuck with them the rest of the season. It was pretty funny. And that's the end of the episode. Slight, small tangent aside. Yeah. If you want to listen to more of our Doctor Who episodes with us, please make sure to follow us on Spreaker at SFANGEEK_D or wherever you get your podcasts. Now that we're officially everywhere.
Like glitter.
We are kind of like glitter. Please make sure to follow us on all of our socials at FanGeek'd, both Instagram and Twitter. I try to be on both
Twitter,
as much
right?
as I can. Yes, I'm on both.
Gonna call it
I still call it Twitter.
Yeah, same.
We will have much more content coming, so stay tuned. Yes. I will try and post something on YouTube at some point.
Eventually.
Well, I pre-filmed some stuff, pre-move. I just haven't uploaded it yet.
I know, but sometimes the YouTube upload schedule's weird.
I try to. I try my best. I can only edit so much. Thanks so much, geeks, and we'll see you next time on FanGeek'd. Bye!
Stay weird, Alons.
And don't forget, Maestro is so raw. There is no bad music. If it's an orchestra or a band or the wind in the trees or your next door neighbor singing in the shower, music is beautiful. And the God of music has no power over you because music belongs to everyone. The amazing human race, sailing through the cosmos and singing to the stars forever. Love you. Bye-bye.